So today, June 2nd, Sony had a state of play, and I was thoroughly impressed with this show, man. There were a lot of trailers that I really enjoyed. There were a lot of games that I'm very excited for that I want to try out. I noticed that there's a lot of September release windows and a lot of beginning of next year release windows. And I think that's because a lot of games don't want to release around GTA 6 because that game is going to take a lot of eyes off of other projects. So what I'm going to do is go through and talk about all the games from the state of play that I'm most excited for and that I'm most hyped to check out for whenever they release. They open the showcase with Wolverine, and we learn that this game takes place during a time when most mutants are in hiding because there's a group of people that are actively hunting them down while most of the world doesn't even know that the mutants exist. They showed us some stealth gameplay. They showed us some combat that we got to see Wolverine and Jean Grey fight side by side. So we got to see their duo finishers and stuff like that. We got to see some of the attention to detail, like Wolverine healing during the heat of battle because of his healing factor. We got to see some environmental finishers that Wolverine does. And I think that just from seeing this gameplay, that this game does a good job at recapturing the cinematic feel of Spider-Man combat while also incorporating a lot of the grittiness that Wolverine is very known for into the gameplay. And you really get to see that on full effect within this gameplay trailer. And I think that the combat is going to stand out even above what Spider-Man was, which is saying a lot because Spider-Man is a very good flow of combat. And I think that I'm very excited for this story. And I want to know what they have in store, what twists and turns we're going to see, because we also saw Sabretooth within this trailer. So I'm curious not only what other mutants we may see, but where this story is planning on going, especially since it's seemingly early on within the mutants' existence in this universe. We got a new trailer for Marvel ToeCon where they showed off a team called the Knights of Doom. This team consists of Dr. Doom, Magneto, Carnage, and Green Goblin, which is super hype. I'm mostly excited for the Green Goblin, not only because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but because his combos look really cool and he could even get combo extensions off of his hoverboard just like he can in basically all Spider-Man media. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. They haven't moved the release date at all, so don't worry about that. And they said that there's one more team that has yet to be announced, and I personally think that it could be the Fantastic Four, but only time will tell with this game. There was a trailer announcing Rayman Legends Retold, which is a reimagined version of Rayman Legends from 2013. And this trailer was absolutely beautiful, man. The gameplay looks beautiful. I love the art style. The platforming looks really, really good. And I personally haven't been much of a Rayman person, but I'm definitely going to check this game out when it comes out on October 1st because they thoroughly impressed me with this whole reveal trailer. We also got another trailer for Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which is dropping February 12th of 2027. There wasn't a ton of gameplay in the trailer. It was mostly a cinematic trailer, but the graphical fidelity of this game is ridiculous, definitely taking advantage of the processing power of these newer consoles and PCs and stuff like that. The environmental design looks really, really cool. I'm intrigued by whatever the story is going to be. It looks like there's going to be a lot of puzzles, as most Tomb Raider games probably will have. I'm excited to see what's to come from this. Hopefully more gameplay trailers down the line before this game drops next year. I really enjoyed the trailer that we got for The Lost Wild, which is a game coming out in 2027. It's a dinosaur horror game. It looks really, really good. It seems like they nailed the atmosphere of this game very, very well. It was a scary trailer to watch. I'm going to wishlist the game because it's available for wishlist now because there is not a lot in the world that's scarier than a dinosaur hauling ass towards you. One thing that is scarier, though, is whatever the hell this thing is. And whatever that thing is from a game called Ill. The game looks like it takes place in some sort of hospital facility kind of thing. I'm guessing that it's an infection doing this to these things, which is probably why the game is called Ill. We do not have a release date for the game. The game looks very, very gory. I'm guessing it's a survival horror game because you got a weapon and they said don't waste your ammo. So it seems like survival horror. I'm very excited for it though because I like being scared for whatever reason. It's available for wishlist, but again, we do not have a release date for this game yet, sadly. Phantom Blade Zero had a trailer there. It wasn't much we haven't seen though. I still think the game looks really cool and it's very promising, but they said we're not going to get a full trailer and gameplay until late summer, which is also when pre-orders are probably going to go live. We also got a trailer for the new Onimusha game that's coming out September 25th. I've never played an Onimusha game, but this game looks beautiful. The combat looks very fluid and satisfying. And it also looks like a game that's going to have some challenge to it. So I'm more than willing to check this game out, which will be especially easy because they also announced that there's a demo that's out right now for the game. So please go check this game out if you think that it's something that you would enjoy, because that's exactly what I'm going to go do. The trailer for Silent Hill Townfall looks very good. It's very creepy, like I expect a Silent Hill trailer to be. And I'm very curious about the story to this one, because if you ever played Silent Hill, you would know that it's not only about the horrors that you see in front of you, but the story about the person that you're playing usually adds insight to why the scary stuff that you see is there, why whatever city or building you're in is the way that it is. And this dude seems to have like an IV drip in his hand and a hospital wristband on. So I'm very curious about what his story is and what the story here as a whole is trying to tell. This game comes out September 24th. Again, another September release. There was a lot of these things in this state of play, but I'm probably going to check this game out when it comes out. Oh my God, we got a new Until Dawn game. We got a trailer for Until Dawn 2. The game looks really, really cool already. You're following a group of like ghost hunters that usually fakes their ghost hunts or whatever. And they just got a deal from a major TV station, and they're on this like deserted tropical island when obviously scary, creepy stuff starts happening. We got a sneak peek of one of the choices, and I can already tell that this game is going to have some big choices that are going to impact a lot of different things, because that's what Until Dawn is built on, man. And that's what's the real appeal of this game. Even at the end of the trailer, it says either everyone can die or everyone lives. So I'm very excited for this game. I love the other Until Dawn games. I love all the dark picture anthology games. So I cannot wait for this game to come out. We didn't get a specific release date, but it did say that it's going to come out in 2027. Last but certainly not least, we got an announcement of a new God of War game, which is a spinoff called God of War Leuvi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but I just learned that that's actually from Icelandic mythos, and that's basically the mother of Loki, which makes sense because not only is Faye's full name Leuvi, but we now know that Atreus is Loki. This game seems to take place right after Faye was burned by Kratos and Atreus after they laid her to rest. And when she gets down here, when I tell you this game looks incredible, this game looks incredible. The combat is so fluid. It looks almost as fluid as like Devil May Cry combat, but on steroids. And I'm so intrigued by what the story is, because we see Faye get apprehended by these guards, and the guards are speaking Mongolian, which would be abnormal considering the mythos that she just came from. And also this other god, he looks like a fire god of some sort that comes down from the sky, and he looks like he could be of like Chinese mythos, or he could be of like some sort of Asian mythos. But then we see another god, a goddess, a woman, and she looks like she could be of Egyptian mythos. She's wearing headwear that looks like the headwear of a pharaoh. She has locks down the back of her head, and she rides like this massive cat creature. So it's just a lot going on. And I really encourage you to watch that 20-minute unbroken gameplay footage that they gave us, because I cannot even begin to explain everything that was going on. And I probably didn't catch all the details, but it just looked so good. I'm so excited for this game. Faye is moving crazy. Her combat and combos are ridiculous. She wields this cool sword thing that has like ribbons that can go out and attack enemies. She does this magic push thing that does like that Doctor Strange astral plane thing. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You need to go watch it. I'm so excited for this game. We didn't get a release date yet for it, sadly, but I cannot tell you how badly I need this game. The game looks so incredible. Kudos to Santa Monica, because last time they shadow dropped the game, they announced that they're remaking the original trilogy, and now we're getting a spinoff game that looks this good. I clap it up for Sony, because what an announcement for the end of a state of play. But that wraps up everything that I was most excited for from this state of play. There was more stuff that I didn't even talk about. I'm sure if you go watch it, you're going to find even different things that you're most excited about that I may not have been excited about. So please go in the comment section and tell me the games that you're most excited about that are coming out this year or next year, or even if they don't have a release date. Just let me know. Let's start some dialogue. Let's start some conversation. Please drop a like, subscribe, join the Discord. I'm pretty sure it's linked on my YouTube channel. So please join the Discord if you want to stay up to date for whenever I upload a video, whenever I go live. I have a Twitch linked and everything, TikTok link, all type of stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace out.